Hello, hello, and welcome to the Heart Artistry Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about Magic Mind. Magic Mind is officially open for enrollment for the 2026 class. So, we're going to talk about what does that mean? What do you get inside of Magic Mind? Who is this a best fit for? And we're going to talk about the requirements. We're going to talk about getting coached and getting results inside the mastermind. We're going to talk about what it's like to experience having a seat at the table of this exclusive and sacred space, the sacred mastermind. And I absolutely love, love, love Magic Mind. I love this space I've created. I'm so deeply grateful for it. I'm also extremely blown away by the women who have walked through these doors. I am blown away by how they continue to show up, their drive and passion for their work. And really, one of the core values is we're not just building a business, you are building and leading a movement and a revolution. This is your legacy. This is what you're going to be known for. This is what you're going to go down in history for, and what your great great grandkids are going to remember of you, what you've created, the way that you show up, even when it's challenging, even when life is happening behind the scenes, who you are as a leader, what you stand for, what you're creating. That's a lot of what we do here inside the mastermind, and really having a space where you are held, not just through mapping out a launch and workshopping your messaging and nailing down a launch event and getting support on a sales process so you can go and create bigger results, a bigger launch, five-figure, multi-five-figure launches, but also having a space where your emotions are held, where emotional regulation, regulating your central nervous system, and holding space to really thoroughly process your emotions and be held as the human. That's also what we do here as well. It is both. It is creating results through the inner game, through your emotional intelligence and emotional regulation, because this is going to be, I mean, these are the skills, this work in identity, in emotions, in somatics. This is really the foundation of your business. And when you have a space where this is, you have a space where you have the ability to expand your capacity and capability in these skills. That's when everything changes. When you have a space where this is not just something that you're doing on your own, you are in a room with women who value higher emotional intelligence, thinking on a higher playing field, playing a bigger game, going at it again and again and again. You are watching other leaders shoot for the biggest results and achievements in their lives. These are women that are building six-figure businesses, multi six-figure businesses, and navigating the issues in the back end, building a team, hiring and firing, being so deeply passionate about your work, creating new offers, selling launches, right? Navigating the emotions after a launch, evaluating a launch, and then getting back up and doing it again. And being able to expand your capacity to experience discomfort in your business when challenges arise, whether it's inside the business or in life, learning to hold that, learning to be a better leader, learning to lead yourself, self leadership, and also lead your business as the CEO. This is a powerful table to sit at. This is a powerful room to be in, because every single woman has said, I will do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to build my business, to be all in and go full send, no matter who I need to become and what I need to do. I'm going to do it through optimal alignment. I'm going to do it in alignment with my higher self. And I'm not afraid to show up and do the hard thing and to be challenged and to be pushed and be invited into these lessons and experiences that are going to shape me and grow me as a leader so that I can expand and hold more money, more responsibility, and more clients, more sales, higher and higher levels of launches and income in your launches. This is what we're doing, and we're doing it through who you're being, who you're choosing to be, and how you're choosing to alchemize every single thing that life gives you. Imagine for an entire year you have my close proximity mentorship, as well as the support of your peers inside this mastermind. Every single launch, anything that comes up in the back end, whether it's with your clients, with your team, every single launch that we build out, any offer that you create and put out there, your sales process, your messaging, dialing that in, getting feedback on that, your identity, how you're showing up to lead your business. You have my eyes and ears on. I'm in your corner, in your business, supporting you for an entire year. Think about where you'll be a year from now. And I also shifted Magic Mind from being 6 months, 6 month cohorts into a year-long mastermind, because when you're in a space for an entire year, your nervous system settles, it anchors in, it feels so grounded and supported. It's not like, oh my God, I've got 3 months, 2 months left, 4 months left to consume all the content and get everything I need on the calls and go through all the programs and try to make the best use of everything. And do I find a new coach? Do I find another container? Do I do another container? Do I resign? Right? It's like you don't need to worry about all of those things when you're in for an entire year. For the entire year of 2026, you are going to be inside this mastermind, building your business, strengthening your sales, evaluating your launches, getting fine tuned feedback, auditing, and mentoring by me in a space where I will channel your higher self and the spirit of your business for what's optimal uniquely for you. I will give you the mentorship, the coaching, whether that's a kick in the pants, bringing you back to who you are, reminding you what you're here to create, strategizing and workshopping a specific problem or issue so you can go and take massive action, building out a plan for an upcoming launch, understanding what gaps and problems are showing up in your business, identifying whether it's a symptom of a bigger problem or the problem itself, and then closing it with a plan of action. Our main focuses, our main strategies, those are things that we identify when you first come into the mastermind based on what you want to create, right? If you're a mentor, you want to hit your first 6 figure year, we're going to look at what we need to do and who you need to be in order to make that happen based on where you are right now and what you're selling, what's working, the clients you're working with, looking at your offer and your product suite to see what needs to be expanded and shifted for you to create the results that you want, the 6 figures, multi 6 figures, whatever results you want in your business. That's what we go to town and create. This is a very custom focused mastermind. This is a choose your own adventure style mastermind. There is no process or methodology that everyone needs to follow step by step. And masterminds are really focused on getting high level support customized to you and your business. It's also why I've kept it a very small group mastermind. Right now, there are 8 women inside. At the time of recording, there are 8 women inside. We've got a future self embodiment coach. We have a sensual embodiment coach. We have a life fulfillment coach. We have a relationship coach. We have a fitness and life coach. We have a vocal alchemy coach. We also have a spiritual advisor. And she also teaches manifestation and energetics, the law of attraction through connecting with your angels and being guided by your angels. We also have a business astrologer. So those are the 8 women that we have inside this space. And I mean, just imagine being in a room where every single woman has decided to invest over 5 figures to sit at this table to get mentored by me to support one another and to grow your business in this way. It is a powerful room to be in. These are powerful women. These are women that will, have you ever heard the phrase, you are the sum of the 6 people that you hang around with the most? I mean, it's so true. The people you hang around with, their behaviors, whether they complain, whether they gossip, whether they watch a lot of TV and play a lot of video games, whether they're all broke and not making a lot of money versus being at a table where people are constantly talking about investing, right? They're not talking about other people. They're talking about improving themselves. They're talking about what they're grateful for and what they're creating in their lives and what they're celebrating with a beautiful, healthy marriage and the relationship with their kids and healing, right? This is a room where you are surrounded by women who've decided to be there, who've decided to invest in themselves. Most of them are in alumni, so they're on year number 2, year number 3. So they're like, this works, mentorship works, right? And they believe in long-term mentorship. They believe in being in this space because they see the value of it. So inside a mastermind, I mean, imagine being in this room with these incredible women and imagine that your business is something that they're constantly thinking about, right? They're constantly thinking about ways to support you, collaborate with you, create for you. So when you join a mastermind, you're also sharing your value, your wisdom. When someone cracked something and something happened, something blew up in their business, they go and share that in the mastermind, right? When something amazing happens, they go and share that and celebrate that. So you're not only sharing your own celebrations, you're celebrating everyone else. And you're also learning from them. I love when my clients tell me in the mastermind, like, I just got off of this call with so and so. We did a peer coaching call. I peer coached them on this. They peer coached me on this. They're a master at messaging. They're really good at identity. Here's how we were able to support each other. Like, imagine what that would do for your business and for your life for an entire year, right? Imagine what that would do for you. And I'm very committed to attracting the most aligned, optimal members. There are people that I turn away from this mastermind that I don't believe are a great fit yet for this space. This is really about the integrity of the group, right? A mastermind is about creating a sacred, safe space for everybody. And for me, for this mastermind specifically, I'm very focused on keeping it a small group style mastermind. Anytime someone wants coaching from me, they get coached. Whether it's on a live call that happens 2 to 3 times a month, or that's inside our 24/7 Slack workspace. Whenever, like, I'm checking the Slack all the time, the live calls, I do my best to make sure everyone gets what they need. And that's possible because it is a smaller group. I'm very selective about who I select into this group. I rarely make invitations for people to join this group. You have to feel pulled to join this group. You have to lead yourself into this group. You've got to fill out the application. Let me know that you are in, right? That's what really qualifies you as someone who resonates with my teachings, my mentorship, and you're ready to take it to the next level. You're ready to have close proximity with me for an entire year. You're ready to be a part of this mastermind and also support the other women, share your value and wisdom. So, this mastermind is a space where it isn't a process curriculum oriented container. Like when you enter a digital course, there are modules that you watch, typically in order, and you get a specific outcome. A mastermind is not like that. A mastermind is a space where you get close proximity by me, by the other women. You are deeply supported and it is customized to where you are in your business. So someone might be working on mastering their launches and we're really working on their launch plan. We're working on their identity. We're working on really building out this offer and continuing to launch it to fill it up. Someone else might be working on their messaging and really dialing in on their messaging for their one-on-one offer, right? So maybe they're not necessarily launching the one-on-one offer. Maybe they do, right? Because you can launch one-on-ones similar to how you would launch a group. It is a little different in the way you do it, but that's something that I support my clients on as well. And so maybe their main focus is the messaging, right? And really getting support on the messaging, getting my feedback and auditing on their messaging, getting their peers' feedback on the messaging, and really honing in on that. Maybe someone else is working on their sales and their identity, right? Their CEO identity, who they're being, and how they're showing up to lead their business in a next into the next season of where their business is headed. One of my clients right now is launching her mastermind for the first time and filling up those spots. She just had 100% renewal rate into her alumni program. And she talked about that actually in the previous episode that I had with Jordan, 10xing her business. And she celebrated a 10K month, a 20K month. She sold out her alumni. Like, this is work that we do inside the mastermind, and that we really deeply focus on, based on where you are, what you want to create, and what your goals are. So we really hone in on talking about that and understanding that when you join. And that's one of the reasons why the application is so important. It's an application only mastermind. So one of the things that is deeply, deeply important when I go through and comb through the applications is I'm looking for someone who desires to be in this space, who has big goals, who's ready to create the level of, is ready to create this level of success, not just in your results, but through the inner game, through who you're being and your leadership. That's really what I'm looking for. Someone who's self-led, someone who desires to be at this table and to be mentored by me and to support the other women, someone who's already actively selling a signature offer. You've already worked with at least 5 clients inside the offer. That way I know that you have demand, you've sold, and we're able to have the level of understanding and experience of you having the offer, delivering the offer, teaching the offer, clients going through the offer, the transformations that clients are having through the offer. And then from there, we get to blow it up even further, whether you want to go into offering a new offer and this same offer at the same time, whether it's booking out in the offer that you're launching right now. So it's very tailored to you, your business, and your success. Like, what does success look like for you? Right? You might be a mom that has kids, and success for you looks like having that freedom and time with them. Right? Or maybe you don't have kids, and so for you, the version of success is being able to spend more time with your family, do the things that you love with you and your partner, and be able to have financial freedom that comes in and supports you through stacking monthly recurring revenue, through having big launches. Like, you have a specific definition for what success looks like in your life. And my job is to support you in building your business in a way that creates that. I take my clients' results very seriously, and I put that on myself. I hold myself to a high standard in supporting you and creating these results with you, giving you the tailored feedback, mentorship, and coaching that I believe is going to get you there through building your identity, strengthening your sales and marketing, as well as your offers and delivery. So everything from who you are to who you're being, what you're selling, how you're selling it, and how you're working with clients so that they get results, they keep coming back, and you create a well-oiled machine and ecosystem of your business to continue supporting your clients, creating more impact, and it also feeling good for you as well, where you're able to spend lots of time with your loved ones, where you're able to have a beautiful, fulfilling life outside of your business. And inside your business gives you life. You love working with your clients. You're attracting your most aligned clients who are ready to work with you, see the value in working with you. You never have to convince anyone. They're ready to pay you, and you understand how to do that because of the work we do inside the mastermind. So the mastermind is designed for coaches, mentors, online teachers, online business owners, service providers, leaders. Essentially, if you're working closely with clients through a one-on-one program, group program, maybe you're selling a digital course or a membership. If you are teaching online, I've worked with language teachers, right? If you're a service provider, maybe you own an agency or you're a social media manager or you're a done for you service provider working with clients, or you and your team are working with clients. If you're a course creator, podcast host, these are all incredible aligned clients that would be a match for this space. And there are no requirements, like no income requirements specifically. I am looking for someone who's worked with at least 5 clients in their main offer, whether that's your one-on-one program or if you're selling a group program. And again, that shows me that you have demand, that you have an offer already created, you've got the foundations of your business down. I'm looking for someone who desires to grow and expand. I'm looking for someone who doesn't just see their business as a business, but you're connected to the spiritual side of your business as well. You see it as connecting and co-creating with the spirit of your business. You see it as an extension of your heart. I mean, the name of this podcast is Heart Artistry, right? So this is the artistry of your heart and your purpose. And you connect with it on a way that shows you're deeply passionate about your work. Your work gives you life. You love waking up and showing up and serving your clients. This genuinely gets you so excited. It genuinely fulfills you and just gives you life force energy. That's really someone that I'm looking for, is that all in whatever it takes attitude where you are ready to join the mastermind. You see the value at being in this table. You're excited to mastermind with the other women. You're excited to get mentorship from me and be supported in this space. When I spoke to Jordan in our episode that launched right before this one, she said, I'm so glad that I found my lifelong mentor and that I have found a home for my business inside Magicmind. Magicmind is really a home for your business, for the spirit of your business, and for you to grow not just through results and higher launches and your sales and messaging, your offer and your delivery, but also who you're being, building your business in relation to your higher self. I see my higher self as someone who knows my past, present, future, like everything about me on a soul level. And I see my higher self when I connect with her and have conversations with her that I have every single day. I see it as receiving optimal, custom tailored guidance. Like if there are multiple pathways, my higher self is parting the seas, is parting the forest and giving me a golden pathway that is most optimal and aligned for me. And I see you, your business, your higher self. What I do for my clients is I channel from their higher self. So if we're making decisions, if they're choosing from this or that, if we're tuning in and for launches, sales, messaging, right, we receive from the higher self. We receive from the spirit of your business. It's not always about hacking it through a logical perspective, but dropping in and receiving inner guidance. So someone joining this mastermind is someone who already listens to their intuition in business. This is someone who already honors their inner guidance and desires to build a business that is in alignment with their highest level of truth, what is most optimal for them uniquely, not just what other people are doing in the mastermind and not just what you're seeing online or what's trending, what's popular, right? But what's actually unique to you. It's a best fit for you. And that's really what we go to town on uncovering and then executing, because that is how I have created the best results in my business. That's what I stand for. That's what all of the women in here stand for. In fact, on Slack, next to their names, they have their truest self name as well. So I'm going to read you some of them. It's really beautiful. So mine is Unconditional Love. That's the name that I received from my truest self. So when you get onboarded, there is a truest self activation that you go through, and you meet your truest self. You meet your higher self, and you receive the name that your truest self goes by. So there's Sacred Vortex, we have Modern Day Priestess, we have Glitter Activator, we have Powerfully Loving, we have Pure Radiant Joy, we have Fierce Lover, we have Grounded Power. These are incredible, powerful names that each of my clients have received joining this space and being a part of this mastermind. It isn't just what do I have to do and what are the actions I need to take and going to town on the actions, but creating and receiving the actions through your higher self and in a way that is most optimal for you based on your intuition and your guidance from your higher self, which is really important. This is a mastermind where we honor higher consciousness. This is a mastermind where we honor higher emotional intelligence and a higher realm of thinking and feeling. You will be held to a higher level here. You're going to be held to a higher caliber, and that is going to stretch you into becoming the biggest version of you. The CEO identity that you're going to create here is going to create multi-six, seven figures in your business because you are going to stretch into the version of you that you desire to be. Have you heard the quote, what got you here isn't going to be what gets you there? So what got you here to where you are in your business right now? You get to take responsibility for it. You get to celebrate yourself for it. You get to alchemize all of the lessons. And you also get to note that where you want to go, it has to require actually a different version of you, a higher version of you, a version of you that is more calm, a version of you that knows how to regulate her emotions even deeper, the version of you that is deeply wise and is able to see issues and experiences as lessons that you're growing and integrating as your business evolves, right? And that's really what I'm growing is, yes, the results, but the results, the money, the sales, the clients, these are all byproducts of who you're being. Money is a byproduct of your identity and who you're choosing to be as a leader, which is why our work focuses deeply on being the human, processing your emotions, regulating your nervous system, expanding your capacity and your emotional intelligence, the energetics of business, so that by the time we get to planning out your launch, creating a new offer, bringing that into your product suite, getting on sales calls, closing clients, that all actually gets to be the easier part because you know who you are. You have your sights focused. You know how to connect to the higher realms and receive guidance that's optimal for you from your higher self and from the spirit of your business. You're never alone because you're inside this mastermind and you're being supported by your peers and by me. And you're also guided by your higher self. You're not just building a business on your own. You were chosen by the spirit of your business to bring this into fruition, right? Which means this legacy, this movement, this revolution that you're creating and that you're leading, you were chosen to do this. Out of the millions of people that your business could have chosen, you were the conduit, you were the vessel chosen to bring this into the physical 3D realm. There are clients who need your work. There are clients who are desiring and manifesting you and putting you on their vision board. They might not even know you exist yet, but they know energetically that they're ready to expand in the way that only you can support them in expanding. So this is the work we do inside the mastermind. This is a powerful space. I'm looking for women who are deeply self-led. You are someone who takes initiative. You are someone who leads yourself to get what you came for. You have a whatever it takes attitude in your business. You're all in, you're committed. You desire to grow to multi-six figures. You're ready to master launching, selling your offer, showing up in your business through a powerful CEO identity. You're open to getting coached. You're ready to share value and magic with the other women. if this is you, if you feel this pull, if you're feeling lit up, if you're feeling warm and fuzzy, if you've already been on the Magic Mind page or you've opened the application, I invite you to apply now. Once your application is in, it will get me a really good understanding of where you are in your business right now. It'll help me understand your offer. What are you selling? What are some of the bigger challenges that you might be experiencing? What are some of the sticky points? And then what are your goals? What do you want to create? What are some of the things that you'd really love to see in 2026? That will help me to understand if you're a good fit for the mastermind. And what we'll do is if you'd like to jump on a one-on-one consult call after you get your application in, we can have a chat on Zoom. I will tell you the custom main 3 focuses and strategies that will actually be the best fit customized for you inside the mastermind. So we'll decide what that looks like. We'll see if there are any gaps that we may need to fill and create a plan of action for that. I'll understand exactly where you are in your business from your application. We'll talk about your goals and what success looks like for you. And we'll decide, okay, what are our main focuses? What are the main strategies that we're going to work on to create this, to create your goals inside the mastermind? Like I mentioned earlier, everyone's going to have different specific goals. Everyone's going to be building their business and everyone's going to be creating more money. Everyone's going to be mastering selling and messaging in your business, but you're going to have specific goals that are unique to you. Success is going to look a little different to you uniquely, right? Whether you have kids, family, a partner, right? Whatever your life goals are, I want to know those as well, right? Because we're not just here to build a business. This is your movement, and you're also creating a fulfilling life as well. So the application is in the show notes of this episode. You can click it. It's also Tiffany Chung, Tiffany, CHEUN as in Nancy, G as in Gary, .co. So that's tiffanychung.co/magicmind. So if you click that, it will also pop up a button at the very top that says apply to Magicmind. That will open up the official application. Fill out that application. I will review it within a day. I will send you either a DM or an email, and you have the option of jumping on a one-on-one call with me. And you can either take that call or not, depending on if you want to chat, if you have any questions for me, and then we'll go from there. I'll share with you the next steps. The Magic Mind Mastermind investment is $15,000 paid in full, which saves you some money, or you can do the payment plan option of $1,400 a month for 12 months. There's also the 6-month option. So you can let me know on the application what you prefer, and then I will send you the link, the contract, get you onboarded, and you will be in, and we will be able to mentor for an entire year together. So you get 2 to 3 calls inside Magicmind. You get those live calls with me. We also have specific themed calls where we do specific things. One of them is a workshopping call. So everyone brings one thing that is hindering you from showing up and selling, something that's like, oh, if I could just have this one problem fixed, I would feel so much better. If I could just have a solution to this. Those are workshop calls. And sometimes we have specific themes like a launch workshop, offer workshop, sales call workshop, where we workshop specific things inside our business to help get you better results faster. You also get the access to the 24/7 Slack workspace where you can get coaching from me or your peers anytime. There are multiple different channels inside the Slack where you can get coaching. So masterminding is where you would ask for coaching primarily. We also have a celebration station channel where you can celebrate yourself, your wins, big or small. Tips transmissions where I drop in with daily or not daily, but weekly consistent transmissions. You also get access to the chamber, which is my membership. This is my high frequency, high vibe Telegram membership. It's audio based, where I drop 2 to 3 audios and trainings every single week for you. So when you're inside Magicmind, you get immediate access to the chamber. I'm going to read you some of the trainings that I recently dropped inside the chamber. So this one is how you actually up-level in business and expand capacity to master a new hard skill. The 5-step ladder that clients ascend from finding you to I'm in, just paid. What to sell, your product suite, identity, main focuses from 0 to 100K, 100K to 300K, and 300K plus. Writing messaging that converts your best clients. selling with an open frequency versus a closed, and how this makes a massive difference in your sales, what it really takes to ascend higher and higher levels of wealth, how I guide my clients to overcome their own objections. So these are just some of the trainings that I dropped within the past 2 weeks. That's what you get inside the chamber. Inside Magic Mind, you also get access to every single program I create. So, Heart of Sales, Rogue Launch, Business Activation Academy. These are some of my foundational, fundamental courses. Rogue Launch is my signature launching program. Heart of Sales is my sales energetics and wealth program. There are some incredible, including all of my masterclasses, micro programs like Double Down, The Pleasure Room, Aligned Client Playground, The Truth Frequency. These are all incredible programs on personal power, energetics, sales, messaging, money that are going to make a huge difference for you inside your business. And you also get in-person live events hosted here in the Bay Area. There's actually one that's going to be happening early 2026. So if you join us now, you will be able to join us for that in-person 2026 live event. Last time we had dinner at the Ritz. We had photo shoots. Everyone got their own individual brand shoots that they got to take home with them and use. These are headshots and professional portraits with a professional photographer. We had a private chef come in. We did coaching, masterminding. It was such a beautiful, on the last day, we all cried. We sat in a circle and just cried. And some of the women said, I have just never been a part of a sisterhood like this. This is so powerful. This is so impactful for me. This is everything for me and my business. And that's exactly what I want to create with this space. Magic Mind has been such an incredible program to run, and it really has attracted the best of the best women. So if you're feeling the pull, get your application in right now. Applications are open. Enrollment is open for the 2026 class. And the last thing I want to mention is Magic Mind is an evergreen container, meaning it does not start and stop. It is ongoing. It's a rolling enrollment and it's a rolling program. So whenever you join, that starts your year. So let's say you join on December 1st, you are able to get access to Magic Mind from December 1st of this year to December 1st the next year. So a full 12 months. So when you apply, the day that you sign the contract and pay is the first day, and that marks day one of your year inside the mastermind. So get your application in. You'll have the opportunity to jump on a one-on-one consult call with me afterwards where we can discuss deeper any questions that you might have for me, the goals for your business. We're going to refer to your application and decide those three main focuses and strategies that you're going to focus on and create inside the mastermind. And I'm really excited to have that conversation with you. So we're going to really identify what are those main gaps we want to close, what is the main plan of action, what are the main things that we really want to hone in on, focus on together inside the mastermind for the year. All right. That is what I want to share with you for today's episode on Magic Mind. This is such a beautiful space to be a part of. If you're feeling the pull, I really ask you and invite you to honor your higher self. Ask your higher self if it is optimal for you to join this space. Ask your intuition. Really drop in and receive the answer. And I want to challenge and invite you that if it's yes, move now and fill out that application. There is such power that comes from a leader who knows how to move in alignment to her intuition and moves fast. You are an extraordinary leader, and you're here to create an extraordinary business. And not just a business, this is a movement. This is your revolution. Whatever it is that you teach, whatever transformation it is that you offer, this is sacred work that you're doing with your clients. This is work that is going to be known around the world. Your specific methods, your style of teaching, coaching, mentoring, offering your service, this is going to be world renowned, world class, right? So this is not a decision that a lot of people are going to experience because you're not like most people. You're extraordinary. And in order to create an extraordinary life and an extraordinary business and an extraordinary movement, you also have to move in extraordinary ways. So honor your intuition, honor what's coming up for you right now. If you're feeling a pull, listen to that. If you're feeling like, I want to be at that table, I want to be at that in person live event in 2026, I want to see what happens in my business when I go all in and get mentorship for an entire year from Tiffany and my peers in the mastermind, applying myself, getting access to all of the world-class programs and classes and courses, as well as close proximity mentorship every single week whenever you want it on the calls, on Slack. I am here to support you and be in your corner. Okay. So if you're feeling the pull, get your application in. We'll jump on a one-on-one call. We'll get you onboarded into the mastermind. And this is the best time to join. And if you join Magic Mind before November 1st, you get a one-on-one VIP day with me. So that means if you're in person, if you're local, we can do this in person in the Bay Area. And if not, we can also do it virtually. So this is over 2 hours, 2.5 hours plus of sitting down, nailing down your offer. We get clear on your product suite, your specific goals, your messaging, everything that you need to go and take massive action inside the mastermind. That's what I'm going to support you with inside this VIP call. Okay, you're going to get a social media audit to get feedback on your content, your selling, as well as your identity. We're going to dive into what aspects of your identity need to be strengthened in order to create bigger results. We're going to dial in the messaging for that main offer so that it converts 3 times better. We're going to identify what's working well in your business and what may need strengthening. We're also going to be deepening that dialogue and relationship with your higher self so that you're able to receive guidance in a way that is optimal for you, that allows you to receive directly from the spirit of your business and your higher self so that everything you do is tuned to the highest optimal outcomes. It's so much fun. We get so much done in this VIP day, and it's just a really great way to kick off being inside the mastermind with my support, my eyes, my ears, and having a clear action plan of what you need to focus on, what you're here to do inside the mastermind. So you get access to that only if you apply by the 1st of November. Okay, so there's several days. Make sure you jump in before the 1st of November and you will get access to the VIP day. I'm so excited to do that with you. If you have any questions at all, you can reach out to me, my DMs at tiffanychung.co on Instagram. You can send an email to hello@tiffanychung.co. My team and I are here to help. I answer all of my DMs. We are here to support you in making the best decision for you and your business, investing in yourself and going all in on your business. And this is a powerful decision. It's a powerful decision. I'm here to support you. And I'm so excited to see you inside the mastermind.